Well, Minnesota is nearly 3 months into a pilot program hoping to better assess drug-impaired driving. The Office of Public Safety is testing mobile drug test kits able to detect 6 different substances in a person's saliva, including cannabis. Northern News Now's Jack Wiedner explains how these devices are already being used in the field, but not yet in the courtroom.
According to the Office of Public Safety, drug-impaired driving is on the rise in Minnesota. But it isn't a new issue.
What is new is the technology available to assist law enforcement in determining when somebody may be under the influence.
When Minnesota legalized recreational marijuana last August, the state also approved a pilot project for roadside saliva tests.
Where we would utilize this is in the same way that officers use a preliminary breath test.
Since January, the Minnesota State Patrol has asked roughly 170 drivers who they suspect may be impaired to take an optional saliva test. Around 140 have agreed.
It's all strictly voluntary. They're not admissible in criminal court. They can't be used to take a driver's license away.
Sergeant Tyler Millis specializes in drug evaluation and classification. He's the one who trains officers on how to use these new devices.
What we are doing with this pilot project is really testing if these machines are accurate and they work.
70 officers throughout Minnesota are trained to use these devices. A cartridge is inserted into the device to start a new test.
So we'll give this to the person, they actually do it themselves, and then you're gonna move it around.
When the swab changes color, it's ready for testing. In the future, saliva tests could become a tool to help sight-impaired drivers. But like breathalyzers, they would only be part of the evidence needed for a DWI conviction. In Duluth, Jack Wiedner, Northern News Now.
Jack, thank you. Now, the Office of Public Safety will report their results to state lawmakers in August. From there, government officials can decide whether or not to implement the oral test in a legal capacity.